When Lamar Jackson was coming out of college, he had to answer questions about what position he would play at the next level. His answer was short and simple: I'm a quarterback. Even though Lamar Jackson had an incredible career at Louisville, people still wondered whether or not he could have that kind of success in the NFL. Because he was so athletic and could run well, they thought maybe he should switch positions. Like maybe he can't handle being a quarterback in the National Football League. But because he's athletic enough, he could maybe switch positions and play receiver or running back maybe. Well, when it came down to it, the Baltimore Ravens pulled the trigger and they drafted him to play quarterback. And as you can see this year, he's doing just fine at the quarterback position. His team just upset the New England Patriots on Sunday Night Football, gave them their first loss of the season, beat Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and those guys. His methods may not be traditional. He's not a pure pocket passer like Tom Brady, but he's getting things done and he's winning games at this level. And I don't know if he's gonna continue the success. I don't know what kind of career Lamar Jackson's gonna end up having. I don't know if he's gonna be one of the best to ever do it. I don't know if he's gonna win a Super Bowl. I don't know if he's even gonna have, a whole lot of long-term success in the NFL. But he answered the question, what position is he gonna play at the next level? He told you right away, I'm a quarterback. But then he answered that question with the way he's been playing. I just want Lamar Jackson to be a reminder to you, to not let other people tell you who you are, right? Obviously this applies to peer pressure. People trying to tell you what to wear, what to think, the music you listen to, the things you watch. Maybe it's peer pressure for drugs or alcohol or sleeping around or whatever that looks like. So yes, I'm talking about that. Don't let other people try to define you and try to tell you who you are and who you should be and what you should do. But it also goes more than that, because sometimes people with their best intentions in mind are going to try to tell you things about yourself that may or may not be true, right? Sometimes your parents want you to be a doctor or a lawyer, maybe even your parents or your teachers or your mentors or someone's trying to push you into ministry, but you don't feel that's what God called you to do. Don't go into ministry unless you know for sure that's what God's called you to do. Don't do it just to kind of make your parents happy. You need to be who God created you to be, and you need to do what God's called you to do. The only one who can tell you who you are is the one who created you. So don't try to find out anything about yourself from anybody else. If you want to know who you're supposed to be and where you're supposed to go, then talk to the God that created you, because he created you unique for a unique purpose. I know it's really popular right now to just be like, you do you. Like, whatever feels good, do it. Like, be yourself, be unique, be different. Not conforming is the way to conform these days, if that makes sense. And that's great. I think that's very empowering. I think that's powerful to be you. But I also think it's important to understand you and who you are. It's not just whatever you feel like doing or whatever you want to do in the moment. To be you is to be who God created you to be. So there might be some things that you think you want to do or that sound good or that might feel good in the moment, but that's not who God created you to be. So there might be some things that you think are being you, and that might be character flaws, right? Maybe you think I'm just a blunt person, so I'm gonna be rude and mean to people. Or maybe you think, well, I'm just not a morning person, so I'm gonna sleep in and be late to work every single day. Nah, that's not who God created you to be. Don't ever compromise who God created you to be. Your identity is found in God, and that never ever changes. You are exactly who God created you to be. So don't ever listen to anybody else trying to tell you to be something different, try to change you to be someone else. Don't ever let anyone talk you out of who God created you to be.